Hi, this is Father Son Galaxy. I am Kerwin, and this is Keith.
Hello.
Keith, let me ask you a question. Let's just come up straight out and talk about it. Do you think Daredevil season 2, episode 4 was one of the best episodes you've seen of Daredevil?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it cracks the top 10, honestly.
hmm Okay. I'll tell you something. When we first watched this episode, I have not been able to stop thinking about it. That's how much this has impacted me. And I've watched it at least 4 times before we started
You
recording.
did
So
what?
4 times, yeah. Just to make sure I didn't miss anything, because there's a lot going on. But it's definitely Bullseye's episode. So, we're going to spend most of the time talking about Poindexter. All right. So we are here to do a spoiler review of Daredevil season 2, episode 4, called Gloves Off. Okay.
hmm
All right. So we have not talked about Bullseye in the comics, all right? So let's talk about it now. Marvel Comics. Bullseye was created by writer Marv Wolfman and the artist John Romita Sr. His first appearance was in Daredevil number 131 in 1976. He is an assassin. He's a supervillain. He's an assassin, a marksman, and he's able to use any object, any sharp object he can to uh, take out any of his opponents. He can use almost anything as a deadly weapon.
So this is 50th anniversary, too.
Oh, wow. How about that? Yeah, you're right. 1976. Didn't
Mm.
even know that. So 50 years ago was the first appearance of Bullseye. What a coincidence. All right. And then, maybe you can explain this to me, but the character's name is not is not Benjamin Poindexter. In the comics, it's Lester.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, how cool would it be if your main character's arch nemesis is named Lester as compared to
Yeah.
Benjamin Poindexter?
Well, that's true.
Poindexter's not even that good, but at least they call him Dex, and it sounds way better.
Correct, right. Yeah, Poindexter, you made fun of his last name. So, and Benjamin, it's
Poindexter
like a
sounds like a
very,
nerd.
yeah, it's just a very wholesome name. Benjamin Poindexter is not someone you would think would be an assassin.
Yeah. And the guy's name in real life is Wilson, which is ironic.
That's right. Yeah, let's talk about the actor. So Wilson Bethel, all right. He started out doing soap operas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. So he is okay. This is interesting. So let's talk about the magnificent pre-opening credit sequence. This is unbelievable. Um, so he wakes up, and the song "New York State of Mind" is played by Billy Joel, sung by Billy Joel, and he is getting up and he's stretching. He's
Doing this little morning
yeah
workout.
doing his morning routine. Exercising and stretching his muscles. The song "New York State of Mind." Um, I went I went back after I watched the episode the first time. I went back and watched the um, official Daredevil podcast. Wilson Bethel, when he was told about this song, New York State of Mind, he said he has never listened to Billy Joel.
Sad.
Right. So he had no idea what this song was about. So when he played it, what he did was I guess he was in Brooklyn at the time. He got on one of these bikes, um, city bike, and rode around Brooklyn with that song looping, just playing for 4 hours.
That's
All
gotta
right,
be sad.
which actually is pretty good because it
He got in
helps.
the mindset.
Exactly, it helped the scene because I mean, if you're playing something for 4 hours over and over, the lyrics, the cadence of the song or the tone, the melody, and I loved it that when he exited his after he made breakfast, he exited the building humming or whistling the song,
Yeah. The
in
funny
tune.
part? I actually went and listened to this song in 6 minutes. So he listened to that song 40 times.
Yeah, how about that?
Could you imagine listening to the same song 40 times while riding your bike around Brooklyn?
No, I have never done that, but it's not out of the
You
question.
never rode a bike in Brooklyn?
No, I mean
At
like.
least doing that, not the song part.
Oh, okay. Yes, I have rode a bike in Manhattan, actually, not Brooklyn,
Oh,
but
cool.
yeah,
I want
close
to go
enough.
to Manhattan.
Close enough.
Starbucks.
Yes, I understand, Keith.
Okay.
All right. So when he wakes up, he makes himself an egg. All
Mm-hmm.
right, a fried egg. I don't know if you caught this.
Yeah, the oil?
Yeah. Did you notice that?
He was drizzling it in the shape of a bullseye, yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was awesome. I
That's what I
mean,
like to see out of this guy.
I love the little details, right? So he took the oil to make the egg, and he went on the outside of the pan, and then went towards the inside, and that last drop was a dot right in the middle.
Hmm.
That was awesome. Then he dropped the egg in there, fed the well. I think he had an egg for himself, and he also had an extra egg for the neighbors. Was it a dog or a cat?
It was a cat.
The neighbor's cat next door, and then okay, then he walks out and he's humming the tune, and he goes into this diner, which I did not know that this diner actually exists. Bel
We should
Air.
go there.
Yeah,
You know what? I got a funny episode idea. So what if we just like take a weekend, go to New York and visit Marvel locations like Harlem and Hell's Kitchen and Bel Air Diner and Midtown
that
High
is
School.
that is actually not a bad idea. We'd have to map out exactly where we want to go, where they're located, and see how we
Hmm.
can do this. But
Bleecker Street,
I've heard of Bleecker Street. Yeah.
Doctor Strange.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I mean, he's probably not there, but
Well,
maybe we
right.
could stop by his residence.
Well, yeah. I don't even know, to be honest with you, if that building even exists or if it's something that was created in the studio, but
I think Avengers Tower has an actual address,
interesting.
so we could probably find that.
Yeah. But imagine this. So it's called the Bel Air Diner. It's located in Astoria, Queens. So he goes to the counter and he orders a banana milkshake.
Yep.
Now, can you imagine this restaurant or this diner? How many people, after seeing this episode, are going to come in and order a banana milkshake?
Yeah, it's like during the Drake and Kendrick beef, there was this restaurant called New Ho King, and after they shouted out in the song, they got like thousands of customers.
Wow.
I can imagine that's gonna happen here, but on a smaller scale.
Yeah, yeah. So if we go to Astoria and enter this diner, we definitely have to have a banana milkshake.
Correct.
So, yeah. Okay.
So he prank calls the task force.
Yes. Yeah. This is
And
pretty
he's
good.
like, "Oh, Frank Castle's here. He has a gun," and it's like. It's so funny because he has genuinely no idea how to put emotion into what he's saying.
Yeah.
So he's just sitting here reading his lines, and then they actually bought it because they sent the task force.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All he had to say was Frank Castle, and they said, "Okay, well, stay safe. They're on their way."
Mm-hmm.
And the task force shows up.
And then he starts brutally murdering them with forks, knives, toothpicks, live lobsters, his milkshake. Like, have you ever? Nobody's doing it like him.
It was just insane. It was incredible. And you know what I love, not that I love, seeing people killed on the screen.
Fictionally.
Right, fictionally. But the sound effects, like the blaze and everything, like
Yeah.
everything was just moving so quickly. It was just it was amazing. It was amazing. And then he took out the task force, and um, on his way to walking out of the diner, and he stops and sees a man with a little dog, and then he turns to the man and says, "Well, having a dog in a restaurant is unsanitary."
Mm-hmm.
And the guy is just pleading for his life. He says, don't kill me, please don't." And he says, "What? I'm not going to kill you. I'm one of the good guys."
And then he swipes the ketchup off his table and he draws the logo. He's not much of an artist, but he did his best to leave a calling card.
Yes. That was fantastic. I was amazed.
What a great sequence.
And that's just the opening. That is just the opening. So, all right. So when we pick up, um, the last episode, we had these people who were falsely imprisoned at the detention center. They are now staying with Matt and Karen at this secret location. Nobody knows, most people don't know where they are. Um, Karen is actually doing interviews or interviewing these, former detainees and telling their story about what happened. And I guess they're trying to build a case against
Fisk.
Wilson Fisk.
So,
yeah,
they're recording testimonies and stuff, and they actually find what was he like, the first mate or whatever?
The first mate.
The Northern Star.
Correct.
They get a testimony out of him. He immediately gets shot by Buck.
Yeah.
Apparently he's a guy in the comics. We could look into that at another time.
Yeah. We knew he wasn't going to get far because the captain of the ship,
Buck put a bullet in him.
He was taken out.
He had to go 2 for 2.
Yeah, he was taken out the week before. So We knew that was going to happen. But let's talk about the swordsman, Jack Duquesne.
Hmm.
Is this the last we're going to see of Jack?
I mean, I'd be surprised. I feel like he's gonna show up at the end and lend Daredevil a hand and then disappear again because he did give him basically his credit card and he said, just spend however much you want, which is very nice of him. But it would even be nicer if he stayed to help because I don't know where he's going and he's probably got nothing better to do. It's not like we're getting the Hawkeye season 2 anytime soon. So
Yeah. I do have the feeling, I agree with you that he will come back maybe in the finale. Who knows? But one thing that Matt said to Jack, he says, we need someone like you and we need more people like you. And Jack says, well, you don't need me. You're not a hero. You're the symbol of hope for this city.
exactly,
So
he's like a legend at this point.
yeah. So Jack is out. Uh, and hopefully we'll see him again, at the end of the season. All right, let's move on to a warehouse in Brooklyn. So these
Ooh,
weapons that were taken off the ship that went down, the Northern Star, is still in a warehouse in Brooklyn.
and Mr. Charles,
Yeah,
he's not too pleased, and he wants them shipped to West Africa.
yeah. Now, okay, now he's definitely, well, if he is working for the CIA, I don't believe that he is.
He's a pretty shady guy.
Very shady.
Like
I
he
mean,
doesn't carry himself like a CIA agent.
no, he's
So
dealing in smuggling arms. This is illegal.
he's definitely working for Valentina. I'm
Okay.
just trying to figure out in what capacity.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask. Well, why would Valentina be interested in smuggling weapons
It's
overseas?
a good question. Because she has weapons. She has the Thunderbolts. Don't ask me why she needs guns. Because you got like 3 super soldiers and basically a god.
Hmm. I agree with you. It just doesn't seem like her. But we know she's in on it because that call that took place last week, the Attorney General spoke to her personally and, vouched for Mr. Charles. So I don't know. This is
Hmm.
very interesting. Now, Fisk doesn't like to be told what to do.
Yes. And Mr. Charles is shooting off at the mouth.
Right. Yeah.
And then he brings out his 2 guys. And um
Buck. Once
good old
again.
Buck, he's just racking up kills
That's
this
why they call
season.
him the cleaner.
Yep. That's why they call him Buck Cashman, because he cashes in people's chips with efficiency.
There you go. That's
So
it.
in like half a second he shoots both of them. And Mr. Charles, all of a sudden he got real polite. He was
Yeah.
real quiet after that.
Yeah. He looked nervous for the first time since we've met this new character. And I don't know what I don't know what he expected.
I don't know what he
Like he
thought was gonna
doesn't
happen.
know Wilson Fisk and how he runs
Like
things.
you can't strong arm Wilson Fisk.
Right.
Actually, I wonder if he still has like the Kevlar in his suits. Because in the original show, he went to a tailor, and that guy kind of hooked him up with like some bulletproof suits, and they were quite fashionable, mind you. And they also made it really hard to like hurt him.
Hmm.
So I wonder if he still has that.
I don't know.
Because in Hawkeye, he tanked a car, and he got shot in the eye and lived.
Well, did he have Kevlar in his eyes?
I don't know. Maybe he got his eye sockets reinforced with the same stuff to save Bullseye's
Right.
face.
Yeah. They never explained that, but that was interesting.
Speaking
So
of which, Bullseye should have been like dead since the beginning of the show.
yeah,
After Murdoch threw him off a building,
absolutely.
but
Yeah.
I guess that metal in his spine saved him when he landed on his face.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, speaking of Murdoch and Poindexter, let's talk about that scene where, well, first of all, Murdoch is looking around for Bullseye,
Hmm.
right? Don't know where he is. At one point, Murdoch actually dresses as a task force officer,
Yep,
and he
and he's
goes to the
searching the crime scene,
searching for the crime scene to see if they can figure out where he is.
doing a bit of canvassing.
Yeah, and he's a pretty good investigator. He actually went back to the church. Remember, Dex stopped at the church
Yeah.
and spoke to this new preacher, right? He was there to ask for forgiveness or
Hmm.
absolution.
And the question I had last week, which was, what are we supposed to draw from that situation?
Yeah.
So apparently he held the guy to a knife and then said something. So Murdoch figured out where he was, which
Well, yes, Murdoch figured out because the preacher,
Yeah, he gave it
the
like
priest
clues
told
about
him.
the bell and
Yeah,
stuff,
right.
looking at the sun or whatever.
Yes.
So Murdoch hunts him down, and this guy, like the CD, you know that shot where he like empties out the CD player and he throws it and it like goes in the wall. That has to be a precise throw for the CD to be thrown so hard that not only does it not shatter, it breaks the wall.
Yes.
But he and Daredevil, they get to fighting,
Yeah.
and without a second thought, Bullseye holds his elderly woman neighbor hostage, the lady with the cat for the start of the episode,
Yes.
and he's like, I don't even know why he did that other than to get Daredevil to stop, because he could have just ran out the door, which he does, but he begs Daredevil to let him have one good deed.
Yeah.
And what was that one good deed?
One good deed.
Killing Fist.
That's right. Now, let's talk about this. So, first of all, yeah, we talked about the neighbor, the same woman at the beginning of the episode with the cat.
Mm-hmm.
She unfortunately, I'm not calling her a nosy neighbor, but she heard the commotion going on in his apartment and the door was open, I guess, and she walked in and was surprised. I think it was a scare tactic because he didn't have his mask on, right? So she knew immediately this was Tony, her neighbor.
Yeah.
And I think he just wanted to just, send a message to her, like, don't talk to the police, don't say anything about who I am. And he just grabbed her and used her as a shield.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's like, I had to get my mind back.
Yeah.
So he's got beef with Vanessa too for
Yeah.
what she made him do to Foggy.
Sure.
Which, good. That's what I like to hear. Rest in peace, my goat.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So Dex throws the old lady, makes her run for it, and escapes on a moped.
Yeah.
What a guy.
I feel bad for Murdoch because it wouldn't it be cool to just see him jump on a moped and take off? But
I
he
don't think
can't.
he can drive.
No, I know he can't. But it's just I just felt so bad that he is limited. Although he has his senses are off the charts, his sight is just.
I mean, he's also not a thief.
Yeah.
But I feel like Daredevil could drive if he was just constantly throwing coins to his left and right to like echolocation.
I don't know
Like,
if that. Well, would that work? Like, how would he? Like, if there was a car in front of him, like, how do we know? Where the car is, how close it is, and
throw a
when to
coin
stop.
at it.
You throw a coin at the car?
At the vehicle. So you go 80 miles per hour, right?
Okay.
Stick your head out the window, throw a coin at it. And then if it shatters the windshield, you'll know that there's a vehicle in front of you.
And then, that's very dangerous. You know that, right? Shattering the windshield, you might hit somebody.
As long as you're not getting hit.
Oh, good Lord. Okay.
But, in the movie from 20 years ago, he has, like, radar sense, kind of, so he sees everything, like, outlined in red, like night vision. I think this one seems like a world on fire. I don't know if that's metaphorical or literal. Speaking of which, can we talk about the flashbacks that they put in here?
Sure.
Is it just me, or do they look better? Because for one thing, they filled the screen, and that really, it doesn't make sense to me why a TV show can't use all of the TV, because TVs are pretty much all like the same size.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could resize it if your TV is like happens to be square, but they pretty much have the same aspect ratio. So I don't know why I have two black boxes at each end of my screen when I could have a full screen like the original show.
I didn't notice. Are you saying that the flashbacks are not full?
The flashbacks filled the screen. The original
it does now. Oh, you mean in the Netflix series?
Yeah, the original show fills the screen.
Right.
This one doesn't.
I didn't notice that.
Or maybe they zoomed in, but also the color grading. I think the color grading is better because it's like grayer, which kind of fits the vibe. That one I don't really care about as much.
Now, which flashback scene are you referring to? Is that Matt in the gym?
Yeah.
About it,
Fogwell's gym.
Yeah.
I think Captain America trained there.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, was that the only flashback, or was there more than one?
I think there's more than one. I think there's more to come as well.
Okay.
Because I saw Foggy in the original trailer.
Yeah.
And unless they bring him back.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you want to jump and talk about Vanessa?
Oh, absolutely.
And the governor.
Okay. So Vanessa and Marge, they have a lovely chat.
Governor McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm. So Marge. Fisk, his goal was to get Vanessa as far away from the fight as possible because he knew he was about to get violent at this event.
We'll talk about the fight.
And also,
next.
He knew that Poindexter was after him, and he cannot have Vanessa near that.
Yes.
So he sends her to have a meeting with the governor, and they're having a lovely discussion. And the governor, she says she doesn't like the way Fisk is holding power, but she trusts Vanessa because Vanessa's the heart, Fisk is the hand. You know that? Like they're like
Or
a
the
system,
head.
they're like a unit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because she has the compassion and the emotion. Fisk has the power and the pragmatism. You
mm,
know, I
okay.
think it's like one of the best couples in all of Marvel, actually, because they
Well,
like bounce off of each other. The acting is fantastic, by the way.
yeah, the two of them, they have their own special
Hmm.
chemistry.
Did you
Yeah.
know they were gonna recast Vanessa in the original Born Again?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, good thing they didn't.
Okay.
I would not have liked that.
Why were they going to recast? Was the actor not available?
I think they just wanted to be different.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Because, in Echo, he showed the hammer that he killed his dad with,
Yeah.
and it's a different hammer entirely from the original show, which,
Now, how did you catch that? A hammer, all hammers look alike.
not really. Because the other one had, like, the nail thing at the end, and this one was just a double sided hammer.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yep. I
Which,
understand what you're saying.
I mean,
Okay.
you could have gone to Five Below and found the same
Yes.
hammer.
Yeah.
So I think it was intentional. But then
Hmm.
they just kind of retconned it. I don't think anybody really picked up on it. So,
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. So this conversation that Vanessa and the governor are having, yes, absolutely. The governor does not trust. She's a little double sided. I don't know about this governor. First of all, she doesn't like his methods,
mhm.
but yet she's signing off on what he does for
Yeah.
the city.
She's like, I won't vote for Fisk, but I'll vote for Mayor and Mrs. Fisk. And it's like, what does that change though? Like Wilson's still there.
Right. Yeah. I guess what she's trying to say is as long as Vanessa's with him and she is the one that Vanessa said herself that she can bring the best out of Wilson. And as long as Vanessa is there, the governor believes that she
Yeah.
will bring out the best in him and that maybe she can just rein him in
Well, not anymore.
when well, okay, we didn't get there yet. Rein him in, when he decides to, lose control or go off. It's a risky thing to do, uh, but she really has the confidence in Vanessa in keeping Wilson Fisk under control.
hmm
Yeah,
So, just back to Dex for a second.
yeah,
You know how in the original show he had a North Star, which was Julie, and then when Fisk killed her, things went all wrong. So now he's kind of doing what he did with her, which is like keeping up appearances, being neat and orderly, but at the same time, he's turning more into like Daredevil.
yes,
So I think Matt Murdock is his new North Star because that's why he's talking about the one good deed and how he's going to kill Fisk because he hurt both of them. He basically made Bullseye
yeah,
because if he didn't kill Julie, he probably would have been closer to normal than he is now.
yeah. You're absolutely right because you could tell that the two of them, uh, he Poindexter is intentionally is coming up with the same with similarities that Murdoch has. Like the coin flipping. There was a scene where each one of them flipped a coin into a basket, or Poindexter flipped it into a homeless man's cup or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's intentional that Poindexter wants to emulate Daredevil.
He
And
literally wore his costume in
exactly
season
right.
three.
Yeah. And I agree with you. I think, yeah, Poindexter is just, I don't know if it's that he just doesn't know himself or he doesn't like himself and he
He
needs
doesn't
to
really
be
have a
somebody.
self.
Yeah, but okay. Well,
Like, if he doesn't have somebody to guide him, what is he other than like a psychopath?
he was an FBI agent at one point, right?
Well, yeah, but he still was relying on Julie to like know where to go and what to do,
I see.
which is why he spun out so quickly and then got manipulated by Fisk.
Okay.
So he does really need somebody.
Yeah. Well, you're right. And then one of the things that he said to, when they had that fight in the apartment, Poindexter said, hey, we're on the same team. I'm with you, you know. So this is very interesting. We were talking about this when we did a wrap up of season one. Like, okay, well, why is Poindexter Bullseye still around? Because, like you said, he should have been gone a long time ago. But now
I
this
see it. I see
is
the vision.
yeah, it's very interesting that now they're both on the same side.
Yeah,
You don't? Do you like that idea?
I like it. I like
Okay.
the direction they're taking Bullseye in because it's not like they're taking him the full hero route. He's still very firmly in the villain category, but at the same time, he's doing the stuff that Murdoch should be doing, which is sending Fisk to meet Vanessa,
Yes.
essentially.
Okay. Well, you keep jumping ahead. All right. Now, I hear what you're saying because
Little reunion.
yeah, uh, Daredevil, Matt Murdock still has morals. He's a Catholic, right? And he really relies on his faith. He cannot take a life, right?
Mm.
That's the only. I mean, he can beat you to a pulp, but he's not going to take your life, right?
I mean, he did kill Nobu.
Who's Nobu?
So in season one,
Okay,
he was literally about to die. So he had to kill Nobu.
okay.
He kind of like, so he doused him in gasoline and then knocked down
Matt
like a.
doused this person Nobu in
So
gasoline.
I don't really know what happened, but
Okay.
either way, he knocked down a chandelier and the man lit on fire.
Well, was that by choice? I
Yeah,
mean, was that intentional?
I mean, if he didn't, he would have died. So killing one guy would outweigh the lives that he could save as Daredevil.
Okay, all right. Let me change that then. So it was self defense.
Pretty much.
Okay,
And
the self defense is acceptable. We're not talking about protecting
it
yourself.
doesn't really count because Nobu got revived.
No.
But then Matt went to throw him off a building as well.
Right.
And he
Okay.
survived that.
Now I
So,
remember. Okay. Yeah.
eh,
Yeah. Okay. I think I remember this character. All right.
yeah.
He, got
Leader of
the.
the Hand. The Hand is the
He got.
greatest organization in the MCU.
Wasn't he the one that
Stick.
lost his
Yeah.
head? Okay. All right. I got you. All right.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
should have been in Defenders.
Interesting. All right. Yeah, like I said, I mean, only in self defense would Murdoch take a life.
Like if there's no other option.
Yes, but not with Bullseye. It's like okay, it's you're out of here. All right. If you're on my good side, you're out of here. Without a thought. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So you talked about a charity. Are you done talking
Let's
about?
go.
Okay, the charity event. Okay.
So, good old Willie
Yeah.
is hosting
Willie.
a charity event. So he is fighting. I guess it's a professional boxer, and
Yes, Mike the Matterhorn Melendez.
is doing it to raise funds for his
Yeah.
revitalization project. He got like merch and everything. So since we're at the halfway point of the season, it seems fitting to have a big event. And he is just going through it like a Matterhorn. I mean, because Fisk, he gets hit once in this entire fight, and that's like immediately after he hears that they got Christoffy and stuff.
Yeah.
So he gets hit once, he crashes out, and I think he killed that guy.
I don't think he did. He severely injured him.
I mean, that man's
But
got like CTE.
but you know what? First of all, this was an unfair fight. I mean, look at the weight. So Mike the Matterhorn Melendez is 232 pounds. Wilson Wildcard Fisk, 325 pounds. They're both
Talk
heavy.
about punching up down.
They're both heavyweights, but one is clearly much bigger than the other.
I mean, Wilson could just like headbutt him and he'd be out for the count.
Right. I mean, it was biased because they had to put somebody in the ring that Fisk can take out.
I'm sure he got a fat
immediately.
check for that event.
Fisk?
No,
Oh,
Matterhorn.
oh my goodness!
You would have to give me millions. To
I
get
hope
in the
he
ring
got.
with Wilson
Yeah.
Fisk.
I mean, I hope he got something out of it. Now that was very
I
interesting.
mean,
So,
I'll tell you what he got. He got brain damage.
oh Lord, I mean, here's something that's interesting to me. So, we have these people coming into the gym, Fogwell, right? And you got Fisk got his team. Daniel and BB and Sheila are there in the front row. Then you have other people there,
Powell.
and yeah, well, the task force is also there, and Fisk is just pummeling this guy, beating him, and people are cheering him on, and is anyone thinking like, okay, well, our mayor is beating this New Yorker or this citizen to a pulp.
That's his homeland.
Should I be concerned?
Because he now knows that he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah,
He
but
can literally get away with beating a man to a pulp in front of a live audience, and they will cheer for him.
I that wouldn't sit well with me. Like, I don't want to see my mayor participating in a boxing
Could
match.
you imagine if Andrew Cuomo got in the ring, right, and he just started wailing on a random chap?
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Zoran Mamdani versus a 5-year-old.
Oh my goodness. It just didn't make any sense to me, but I know it's for show, it's charity. He probably raised a lot of money for this revitalization project,
Yeah, every
although
tooth that guy lost was
yeah,
$1,000.
there you go. It's but it was shocking when this man went down and you think he didn't make it, but it didn't look to me that they didn't have anybody come in like a coroner or an ambulance come
I
in
mean,
and
that wouldn't look good. They did carry him out on a stretcher.
yeah, yeah, okay.
I don't
All
know.
right.
Maybe they
Doesn't
put him in the
this
dumpster and called it a day.
it doesn't necessarily mean that he's passed on, but it was not something that I want to see from anyone.
Yeah,
But
that's pretty
if you're
true.
a boxing fan, I don't watch a lot of boxing. People love that blood sport, like
I don't know
it
why.
just gets them, well,
It's
it gets them
barbaric.
energized and gets them excited. But so um,
Yo, shout out to the trader who got knocked in the head because he taunted Wilson in episode 2.
yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
What a dummy.
Now, of course, guess who shows up?
Yeah, Vanessa.
Well, no,
Front
no, no.
row.
Before Vanessa, Bullseye. Let's talk about
Doesn't
Bullseye.
Vanessa show up before Bullseye?
Yes,
She
you're
like
right. Yeah,
so
okay, okay.
Vanessa sits down wearing a white dress at a boxing
Yeah.
event.
Why is she wearing
Front row.
why is she wearing a dress? A white dress to a
I don't
boxing
know.
match? Like, okay, I've never been to a boxing match live, but I've watched them on TV.
I feel
Eh,
like you'll go casual.
yeah, I mean, people don't, unless you're a part of the show or the host,
Yeah.
you don't show up wearing a dress, and she came wearing a white dress, and to me that's a bad sign
And she's so
because
obvious because she's
yes,
like
she stands
staring
out.
dead at Wilson Fisk
She
in a
stands out.
crowd of people, and it's at night,
Yes.
so it's even worse that she's wearing white.
Yeah.
And she's just like, "Hi, Wilson." She practically waved to him while he was in the ring.
Right.
And then speaking of Wilson, Wilson Bethel shows up.
Yes.
So Bullseye
Well,
gets
Bullseye, not the
right to
actor.
work.
Yeah. Okay.
He is putting task force people down, and then
Yes.
he grabs this like crystal like little
Like an ornament or
trinket
something.
of
Yeah.
Fisk,
Right.
throws it, and the slow motion was perfect here because we needed it. So Fisk breaks it with his heavyweight belt,
Yes.
and then Daredevil tackles Bullseye out the window. Also, Vanessa shot him.
Yes, she did get a shot off and did hit
Yeah,
Poindexter.
Fisk also
Yeah.
used a gun for like the first time ever.
Yeah. Now, was that his gun or was it Vanessa's?
I don't know.
I
Maybe
didn't
it was
remember.
Cashman's.
Now,
Where
Cashman.
was Buck?
No, Cashman was out going after the
Well, yeah,
the
but
first
he's
the
got a bit of
shipmate.
a stash.
Well, that's true, right? Yeah. So I don't know where Wilson got that gun from,
Uh,
but you're right. So
Actually, it's quite convenient that Buck, the one guy who could go like blow for blow with Bullseye, just so happened to be
well,
predisposed.
no, I wouldn't say that. No one can go blow for blow with Bullseye.
Well, you saw how
Not
quick
even
he is on the
Buck.
draw.
He is.
I think he's faster than Bullseye, but Bullseye is like more accurate and deadly.
Yeah, he's a marksman. Yeah. So I don't know. If I put the two, if it's Bullseye versus Buck, I don't think Buck has a chance.
If it's a we duel at high noon kind of thing, then Bullseye would probably win.
Right.
But if it's a crazy event where people are everywhere, I feel like Buck could get a shot off on Bullseye, depending on where he's positioned.
Can I tell you my favorite moment of this entire episode?
Do tell, Father.
It is when Daredevil shows up and he disarms Fisk
Mm-hmm.
in the ring, and he uses a grappling hook and he grabs Bullseye,
And
and the two of
throws
them
him
just
out the window.
sail out of the ring and right through the window and it fell out. That was it to my.
It was
To
such a
me,
great shot too. It
it
felt
was
straight off the Netflix
absolutely,
show.
absolutely. I was just floored. I
And,
mean, it's like a Batman move, like something Batman would do. Would
the
come in
Batman
and just
66.
well, no, I'm talking Keith. Are you making fun of Batman 66?
No,
Okay.
I love
all
Batman
right.
66.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, it's okay. That's for another time. But
Oh, we should talk about it. 60th anniversary.
it is the 60th anniversary. Yeah, yeah. So, but yeah. So It was an awesome shot to see the two of them flying through the ring and then out the window. And
Hmm.
then the funny thing is, both of them are injured.
Yeah, I mean, Bullseye literally got shot, and
Right,
Daredevil just flew out the window head first.
right,
So,
right. And they fall to the ground, right? Okay.
mhm.
And they managed to still get up and run off because you could hear Wilson say, "Get him! Get him!"
So
And they just
Poindexter with a
hurled
bullet
out of there.
wound legs it, and
Yes.
I don't know where Daredevil went. He's elsewhere.
Yeah.
And
So they
then
ran off. Okay.
we get back to it.
Yeah.
Wilson's like, "Hey, Vanessa, we won, right?" And then she turns around and is like, "Oh, Wilson," and that ornament that shattered,
Yeah.
part of it went in her head.
Yeah. Right in the
It
temple.
was like Final Destination in there, man.
You know what? Okay. So now here's a controversy. You think that Vanessa didn't make it?
Yes, 100%. She's dead.
No, no, she's not. And I'll explain why.
Because you're holding on to Vanessa killing Fisk and
Well,
taking on her empire.
not really killing him, but okay. Let me say this: there's so much more to Vanessa. Okay,
Not anymore.
it would be a shame if her story ended like this. She just had she just had a conversation with the governor, talking about, okay, we need you. If I'm going to work with the mayor, you got to be side by side with him because I'm not going to deal with him alone.
I
If
think the
you,
abruptness is kind of the point, though.
yeah, it's just
It's supposed to catch you off guard.
it really did catch us. It caught me off guard. I just hope this is not the end of Vanessa. I think there's so much more for her to do. She's a great villain. I've been saying for weeks now, I don't trust her.
I
I
agree.
still don't trust her. I think she's got more left in the tank, so she's
I
going to
mean,
survive somehow.
no, she doesn't. But since season 3, we see that she could get just as down and dirty with the murders as Fisk.
Yeah.
Like, she's the one who had the hit put on Nadeem
Yes. Okay.
and Foggy,
Yes.
and she broke Bullseye out of prison,
Correct.
which, she kind of sealed her own fate there.
And she ran his organization when he was in prison.
Yeah. You know what? Why didn't she just send Buck to kill Foggy instead of sending Bullseye?
What difference does it make?
Because Bullseye tried to kill her. He did kill her, hopefully. So I don't know why she wouldn't have just went with Buck, who's
Okay.
like pretty accurate and could definitely have gotten away with it without all the mayhem and chaos.
Okay.
But,
Now, okay, let me correct you here. So not Buck. Bullseye did not kill Vanessa if she's dead. That's not his fault.
Well, it kind of is because he threw the thing. It's like they both had equal parts of Vanessa dying because Bullseye threw the thing
Yeah.
at Fisk.
He was
So
going
no
after
matter what
Fisk.
happened, one of them would have died, and then Fisk shattered it, and then it hit Vanessa.
Right. But that's not Bullseye's fault because he was aiming for Fisk. Right? So,
I mean, if you leave, actually, I can't think of a metaphor, but like he did kind of. It was partially his fault because if he didn't throw it, Vanessa wouldn't have had glass in her head, and she wouldn't have died.
okay. I, I like I said, I hope they figure out a way to bring her back.
I don't.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it would serve better if she died
Okay.
for the arcs of Fisk.
Well,
Because if
yeah.
she's dead, then he doesn't have the governor's endorsement,
Yes.
which means something's got to change.
Well, right, and that's my fear that if Vanessa, yeah, let's talk this out. Like if she is gone, he's going to be on a rampage.
Exactly. He's got nothing to hold him back.
Right, and not even the governor. And I think that even the governor's life would be on the line.
He might just kill the governor.
Because right, there's nothing that can stop, or no one that can stop Wilson at this point.
He's like the juggernaut.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this question. So what is Wilson Fisk's next move?
It's a
All
good
right.
question.
And the reason why I'm asking is because he now has Bullseye and Daredevil working on the same side. He
Yeah.
is losing men on his task force left and right.
I think his next move is all hands on deck meeting. He's probably got to kill somebody just to, let it all out. Then he's going to put out like an APB on Bullseye and Daredevil because it fits his story. If Daredevil, the terrorist, starts working with a known murderer and serial killer, so he can loop them in together and say, Bullseye and Daredevil are partners in crime. They killed my wife at a boxing event, so
Seriously
both of
injured
them gotta
his
go.
wife.
No, she's dead.
Seriously injured.
So they gotta go, right? And
Okay.
from there,
Yeah.
we will see.
Okay, but how is he going to stop Bullseye and Daredevil if they're working together? So the reason for my question is he going to need the task force is not working. So
Yeah,
who else
but
can he rely on?
he's hiring stupid people.
Well, right. So what's his next move then? Like, could we see the Hand maybe come back? Who can handle
I don't
Bullseye and Daredevil?
I don't see Fisk employing ninjas though. That's
Okay.
not his style.
Okay. So what else? Who else is there?
I don't know.
Yeah.
The Thunderbolts? But I doubt the Thunderbolts would be willing to shoot a hero. Bullseye maybe, but not Daredevil. And I don't think they worked for Fisk, even if
Yeah.
Valentina made them.
I mean, well, if I was mayor and I saw how many of my men are falling, you know, um, due to these two superheroes or anti-heroes,
Yeah.
I need a reinforcement. And I think this anti-vigilante task force is not working, and he may have to find a vigilante who can stand up and go toe to toe with Bullseye and Daredevil. But who would that be?
I don't
Don't know.
know.
Yeah.
Maybe he could have a look at the raft, see who he can break out. Whatever happened to what's his face from Luke Cage? Stryker.
Yeah, I don't know. Strike. Well, okay. Well, is Stryker a supervillain? Like,
Well,
does he have
he's
a?
Diamondback. He's got the suit, so
Okay. All right.
I don't
Okay.
know. Maybe you can break him out of the raft, or perhaps he's gonna have a look at Scorpion,
Scorpion. Interesting.
because maybe that's how he gets out. I mean, think about it: Scorpion, Vulture. Where's Spider-Man?
Okay. All
Like,
right.
ignoring the rights thing, you'd think Peter Parker would take an issue to the anti-vigilante task force in
Well,
his
okay.
city.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a movie coming out in a couple of months.
I don't care. He should be here now.
I don't. I don't hold your
Because,
breath.
like,
He's not gonna.
realistically,
Yeah.
I know that they can't really put him in a TV show because of the rights and stuff, but, like, in universe, he should be there. Because anti-vigilante task force are killing some of his, fellow vigilantes, and they're locking up innocent people. So you'd think that he would, have an objection to that, but I suppose not. Maybe he's too busy, crying or whatever.
Okay.
And then when Void showed up, he did nothing.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, maybe he was, duking it out with the Sony executives to get himself put into the Born Again show.
Yeah.
But,
I
can't have
mean,
nothing these days.
this is very interesting where this show is going. Regardless of whether Vanessa lives or dies, it's going to be all hands on deck for Wilson Fisk. I don't see he has an answer for Bullseye or Daredevil, and now the two of them are working together. So I don't know. Doesn't look good.
It's looking grim.
Yeah, but this show is amazing. I mean, I can't wait for episode 5 to see where it goes. I hear rumors that
It's going to be a
each
flashback episode.
no
Oh, dang.
no is that each episode just gets better than the last episode.
I'm excited
I
for
don't
that.
know if that's true or not, but that's what I'm hearing, and I'm here for it. I can't wait.
I feel like this episode we're like 82.5% of the way to the original show.
Yeah, good.
If they could keep it up across the next couple episodes, I might put it at 100.
There you go. All right.
But we're getting way better. I quite like where this is going. Serious quality upgrade from season 1.
Yeah.
From episode 1 to season 2 even. So, yeah.
All right.
Thoughts?
No, that's it. Like I said, I mean, it's all hands on deck for Wilson Fisk, so we'll see what happens, all right? But that is our spoiler review of episode 4, season 2. Gloves off. This was a great one. Okay. And like I said, this is still in my head, this episode. I can't stop
You
thinking
know
about
what's
it.
still in Vanessa's head?
Oh my. Oh boy. Okay. Keith, where can people find us?
You can find us wherever you get your podcast. Our socials are Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Father Son Galaxy. Our website is fathersongalaxy.com. Please check out our merch store, fathersongalaxy.myspreadshop.com, and our Patreon page, patreon.com/fathersongalaxy.
I did not raise you this way. You should have compassion on everyone.
She's a fictional character.
You still gotta.
She's a murderer.
Yeah, okay. Well, she's in not a good state right now. So you should have
Yeah, I
some.
know.
Yeah, you should have some sympathy.
She killed Foggy.
Okay, all right. That is it, everyone, for this episode of Fathers on Galaxy. Until next time, take care.
And we will see you again.